Hey Randy, this one's just for you. Okay, over to the whiteboard. So here we have, let's start in Reno. Right here is Sparks. You go a little bit north and it's going to be Spanish Springs. From Sparks to Spanish Springs is about 10 to 15 minutes depending how far you go down Spanish Springs. Spanish Springs is absolutely rural, meaning they do have a little bit more space there, but Spanish Springs has Kohl's, Ross, shopping centers galore, Costco. You know, this basically is just the outskirts of Sparks, and it is considered Sparks still. It's just the part of Sparks that has a little bit more land. Here you go here, you would keep heading this way on I-80, you would run into Fernley in about 30 minutes. Now this is what's interesting. You come this way, you head south, you run into Silver Springs. This is the town I was telling you. There's about 3,000, maybe 5,000 people there. You wouldn't know where they are because you just drive through and there's nothing there. We would be back right from here from Reno. You have Highway 395, which leads you to Carson. Carson, if you take Highway 50 heading east, you're going to run into Dayton, Stagecoach, and Silver Springs. So what we have here is basically a huge loop around Reno Tahoe Industrial Center. All the jobs: Panasonic, Tesla, Walmart Distribution, Block and Chain, Switch, Google. This plus many, many more is right here. And they are working very hard and intriguing all of the business owners to move here. We have over 100 tenants that of land already purchased in this area. So let's start with Reno. If we were in Reno, we head to Sparks. That's about 20 minutes. This is about 15 minutes this way. So Sparks basically is now what Reno used to be about 30-40 years ago. That's about Sparks and Spanish Springs area. It's getting to that size. Fernley is what Sparks used to be. Now Fernley is the next Sparks. The Spanish Springs area is included in that Sparks. It is going to be the size of Sparks in 5 or 10 years, absolutely. Fernley just now closed on the second largest industrial land purchase. First largest is right here, Reno Tahoe Industrial Center. Fernley has the second largest piece of land in the world. So if we're coming over here right now, this is nothing here. But this is the next Fernley. Fernley's the next Sparks, and Sparks is the next Reno, and Reno is just about to hit that million. And we're going to be, what do they call it, honey? Metropolitan. That's what we're becoming. So if I'm going to be telling you as an investor to be purchasing so you can build commercial right now, yep, so much development going on here between Sparks and Spanish Springs. It's all basically just popping up commercial area, houses, lots of tract neighborhoods, some custom. Let's retract to about 2001. What happened in the early 2000s is they opened up this industrial and the jobs started coming to our area. So before, if we lived in Silver Springs, Stagecoach, or Dayton, we would have to travel to Reno for a job, or travel to Reno for a job, or Sparks if we were lucky. What happened when they opened this road and started putting jobs there is Sparks tripled in size as soon as they had that. That was our 2001, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and started slowing down in that 6, 7, and 8 area. We had our crash. But this tripled in size, as did this. This was the size of Silver Springs. There was nothing there, nothing. And now there is several commercial areas. Lowe's, Walmart. They have several fast food places. Still nothing compared to Sparks or Reno, but in 10 years it's going to be the Sparks area. This is going to be Fernley. So this is going to triple in size. Why I'm saying that is this year, this just happened. Why is this important? Because anyone who lived here, remember, had to travel to the jobs. So all of this land is being bought up. They're talking about a humongous commercial area in between Dayton and Silver Springs, probably going to fall right about somewhere here, is going to be a huge commercial area with tons of tract homes around it. And that's exactly how Fernley started in early 2000. And that's how Sparks started in the 1990s. So when we're talking about why is this so important, because they opened it up completely. Now, keep in mind, this was a huge project. Right here is a huge mountain. They made a road, added this huge industrial, all the land, the last piece of land just sold there. Coming down here, this is Lyon County, this is all industrial. And this is a straight shot from California, anywhere you're talking about. They're taking what people are making at these factories, and they're a straight shot to Vegas, and it goes from there. Or you can go this way and take it off to California. So if you're wanting to live where the action is already happening, it's in Spanish Springs and Fernley, absolutely. This, 4 years down the road, there's so many people gonna be crying that they didn't buy up the land, and I'm telling you, the land is disappearing. The big pieces of property, the commercial along the highway, is being scooped up right now, this year. There's been so many land sales in that area, so that just plays right into hand of what I saw happening in Fernley and what happened in the early 90s in Spanish Springs. Now, when that road opened up, those places tripled in size. This just opened up. It's gonna take 3 to 4 years to get anything built there, but they're scooping the land up today. I hope this helps. Call with questions.